Hi and welcome to the Kemp IT Law Vlog. I'm Deirdre Moynihan. If I was to ask you if you could tell me quickly what contractual terms applied to your use of various IT services, would you be able to answer? Would you know where to find them? Are you confident that the general terms, master agreements and order forms give you the entire picture? These are not trick questions. As we move from the on-premise software licensing model to a cloud-based as-a-service solution, identifying the applicable legal terms may become more complex for suppliers and customers alike. In the early days of software licensing, contracting was easy. Customers entered into licenses with overarching general terms and product-specific terms, either by signing a hard copy contract or by agreeing to the provider's standard terms by removing the disk from its packaging. As the internet developed and software was delivered by way of download, customers began to accept the provider's standard terms by way of a click box prior to downloading. Typically, the general terms that apply to the entire relationship are supplemented by these product-specific terms. So far, so straightforward. Or is it? Can you identify which set of click-wrap terms applies at a given point in time? What if different order forms incorporate different terms covering the same issues? What happens when a customer wants to move from on-premise to cloud-based services? Are legacy contracts that grant perpetual rights a suitable starting point for the move to the cloud? What happens on exit or termination? How do I get my data back? All these are valid questions. IT contracts, in some cases, can resemble a bird's nest, a hodgepodge of different terms, licenses, policies, and descriptive documentation, all interlinked and all codependent. It's therefore vital for customers and suppliers alike to investigate and understand their current contractual arrangements prior to negotiating the terms applicable to the move to the cloud. Parties should ideally identify all relevant live terms that applies between them and assess to what extent those terms remain appropriate for the move to the cloud. They also need to identify new issues that will need to be contractually addressed and then consider whether agreeing an amendment to the existing documentation or starting fresh is most appropriate. There is no one-size-fits-all approach, but it's important to consider the risks of either option when evaluating the move to the cloud. If you would like further information on issues in cloud computing, please see our vlogs, blogs and white papers at www.kempitlaw.com.